I will start with Mr. Hosea Machuki. How do weak infrastructure and high logistic costs limit farmers' ability to access EU market?
Thank you very much, Providence, for that question. Let me set the stage by saying that the Comesa region occupies just about 11.8 million square kilometers. And the market we are talking about in the EU is about 30% of that. Now, majority of the producers in Comesa, out of the 640 million or so, are smallholders. But we have to appreciate that horticulture is about speed, precision, and getting to the market in controlled temperature. Now, when we have a range of infrastructure problems, if you go to the rural areas, our roads may not be as motorable for the fresh produce to move as we wish. Over the weekend, I was some 380 kilometers west of Nairobi, and I had to drive through 20 kilometers of serious earth road. 20 kilometers took me about an hour and a half. Now, for fresh produce to move, it's not easy. We, as Comesa, have done well in certain things. We have our airports and ports, but they can be more efficient so that we can move our fresh produce. We need to develop more cold storage systems, hinterland, so that as we take advantage of the multimodal transport system of rail, road, and air, we are able to connect the smallholder farmers from wherever they are to the points of exit. And I know that we can have better, infrastructure at the ports. We have developed in some countries within Comesa railway systems, but if they are so weak that we don't utilize them, an example of the Republic of Kenya, we have a wonderful SGR that is passenger and dry cargo. We haven't utilized it as much for fresh produce. And I know this could be the same in many other Comesa countries. Logistics is probably the largest part of what consumes our cost of production and trade. Let me just read for you a couple of statistics from the airports from where we export our fresh produce. Take an airport like Schiphol in Netherlands, and you're moving a kilo of fresh produce out of JKIA. You're going to pay $2.80 to $3.40 if you're lucky. And this is not during Valentine, and this is not during the high season. And Tebe, you're going to pay $2.20 to $2.60. Ethiopia, you're going to pay $1.60 to $2.20
per kilo.
Per kilo. Dar es Salaam, $2.50 to $2.80. Lusaka, $2.70 to $3.10. Kigali, Rwanda, $2.30, $2.60. And Harare, $2.60 to $3 a kilo. So you tell me, the distance between Morocco and Spain, who knows? 14 kilometers by boat. Now you're growing French beans here in Comesa, and some guy is growing French beans in Morocco. And what is your market? Spain. 14 kilometers by boat, you have to fly them. How are we going to be competitive? So we need to probably, utilize sea freight. We hope that someday the Red Sea crisis will be finished once and for all, so that we go back to 28, 30 days of shipment. When we have infrastructure that is not supportive of the business, and we have logistics nightmares, hinterland, and at the points of exit, then we basically erode our competitiveness. So smallholder farmers sometimes do not participate in the COMESA or Africa EU trade simply because, not because they don't grow, they can grow, they have the land, probably they have the technology, but the infrastructure that is needed to support their business is not up to standard. Thank you.